Hi everyone. I was just looking at the second movement of Felix LeCouppey Sonatina in G major. And this lovely piece begins with the first movement in moderato tempo, and then the second movement is in andantino, and it's in basic ABA form. As we know, the classical era always has very nice, tidy, well-balanced forms. So a few things to talk about while the student is learning this piece. At first it says sentito, which means let it be heard. So obviously we want the melody to be brought out over the left hand. The left hand, students can work on a nice rolling gesture here. So that's it for the A section. So there is a small little phrase of just 2 bars and then another 2-bar phrase, but he has a long note here, so we can continue the phrase. And then it ends with a nice, my gosh, that is so symmetrical, isn't it? So there's a 2-bar phrase followed by a 4-bar phrase followed by a 2-bar phrase. So exactly what we want in the classical era. So this particular composer lived in the Romantic era, but he's writing a sonatina, so he's using classical form. So let's see. Now the B section. So that's another 2-bar phrase. Have the student drop, then roll. Forward into the wood of the piano. And then when they get to the next downbeat, they're going to have to drop again. And then roll forward. And whenever you're experimenting with your students with the dropping and the rolling motion, we could do the opposite. Right? We could try to keep rolling. Right? And we notice that it doesn't feel good and it doesn't sound good. So that's what we need to think about. What do we want to hear with our phrasing and how would it feel the best? Drop, roll, drop, roll, drop, drop, roll, drop, roll, drop. And then back to our A section. Perdendosi means getting lost. So when we're playing as quietly as possible, we want to make sure we still hear all of our notes. Some students say, oh, I have to play it louder or else I won't hear all the notes. Well, it really is the idea of keeping your physical gestures fluid so that you are shifting your weight. So you really are on the top of every key that you need to play or at the bottom of it, and you're ready to play the key. So you notice I needed to shift my weight just a little bit more to be able to hear the middle C. Okay, so that's the second movement of that lovely LeCouppey sonatina.